Gibbo presents.
It's Gibbo coming to you from Stratford in East London, where I'm joined by singer, songwriter, producer, and the man behind the R-V-Lution, Randy Valentine.
Boom. Yes, family. Wow, go on. Good.
Randy, we met briefly in Germany recently, and I said next time I was in London, we were going to have to do an interview. I don't know when I said it if you believe me, but I like to stick to my promises, so it was only right that I come and meet you today.
I believed you fully, and I was actually surprised when I got the call, and even more surprised when you said you're coming all the way from, was it Newcastle? That was surprising to me, but it's cool. It shows how much you actually love and you got that drive for your project, you know? So it's cool. I believe you. You're here. You're a rebel. That's good.
I had heard all of the material that you've released prior to being in Germany, but that was the first time I witnessed you performing live.
Okay.
Your performance, along with your onstage presence and charisma, impressed a lot of people that weekend.
Yeah.
So much so that you were called back on stage multiple times throughout the weekend.
That's reggae jam, yeah?
That was Keep It Real Jam, yeah?
Yeah, Keep It Real Jam.
Is your onstage performance the driving force behind the R-V-Lution?
It is, to a certain extent, because that's when I actually really get to experience everything and see the work working. Because I get to see people singing back the music to you. You get to see people just closing their eyes and getting lost in the sounds that you created. So it's a beautiful thing for me just to witness it. So for me, as much as I am performing on stage, the people in the crowd, they're performing for me too, because what I get to see is beautiful. And yeah, it's definitely a big element. It's a big driving force in the R-V-Lution.
You were there with Straight Sounds, who are touring with you this summer, and who mixed your Bring Back the Love mix CD, and Riga from Empire, who is part of your management.
Yeah.
Straight Sound and Riga are both based in Switzerland, and you're based here in the UK. How did you first link up with them?
I met Straight Sound through Riga. I met Riga through my brethren called Midas. I met Midas through my UK manager called Blemish. So it's a lot of tying up with me. But how I met Riga, one of my brother Midas, he's got his thing coming out later on this year, his dancehall EP coming out there this year. He was here doing a track on a rhythm that Riga produced. So he came here and he was recording and he wanted me to do some harmonies. And I did some harmonies for him, did the harmonies, and he sent the song to Riga. And Riga phoned him back and was like, "Who is this guy on the harmonies? You know, what's this? I know this is not you, Midas, so what is this?" And he said, "It's my brethren, Randy, da 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 da." And then I did a song on the same rhythm just for the fun of it. That was kind of like one of my first dancehall tracks ever. It's called Scream Out. That's it, on the overseas rhythm. And then Riga heard that and then he flew all the way from Switzerland to come and link me to say, yeah, I want to meet this guy. And then that's how it meant. Everything went from there. And that's how Straight Sound became a part of the family through Empire. And it's been love ever since.
So was the chemistry there straight away with Riga?
100%, because he has a passion for his music, you know. He loves it. When you can tell when it's about money and business, and there's no love in it, there's no emotional connection to it. I can't work with people like that. But this guy's been doing it without money, without the love of money for it, for a long time, just doing music because he loved it so much. And for me to connect with people like that, instant connection, because the feeling is mutual when it comes to music.
Do you find the relationship between yourself and Straight Sound is mutually beneficial? You can no doubt help each other out in many ways?
100%. I couldn't have done this without Straight Sound. I don't think I could have done this, because he's the one that gave me the rhythms for the Bring Back the Love mixtape. He sent me a bag of rhythm and said, "Yo, Randy, choose which one you want, da 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 da." The idea, he was there when the idea came about. We were in Panama when the idea for the mixtape came up. So he was always there. So could have never done it without Straight Sound. So he helps me, I help him. It's one team, one unit, one family.
Your Bring Back the Love mix CD, which was released at the end of 2012, has helped increase your following on a European and international level. Apart from Someone Else's Girl, which features a female vocalist,
Yeah.
there are no guest artists on the release.
Yeah.
Is this because the purpose of the CD was to give you the limelight and showcase your talents to the world?
There was no strategy behind it. There was no nothing. It was literally me in this studio right here, right, just standing here, just listening to beats and getting up and write a song. I'll sit here, it's just me in the studio. I'll sit here and I'll record it myself just there. I'll write the song here, get up and record it. Sit down, write another one, get up and record it. And that's it. And because I didn't have any kind of, for Someone Else's Girl, I liked that idea, but I wanted to also get the girl's point of view of the song. So that was the only song I thought I needed a feature. It wasn't a strategy. And then I had to get Dion Reed, because I love Dion Reed. I've been watching her performing for years. She's like a very, very, very close friend. So I called her, she said, yeah, let's do this. And that's where Someone Else's Girl came.
On the CD, you sing over classic rhythms from yesteryear.
Mm-hmm.
This is a different concept which has received a lot of praise. But do you think there's any danger that by releasing a CD like this, especially as your first solo project, that people pigeonhole you and think that you've only got one style musically?
No, because that's why I made sure it was versatile. Even though I did the old stuff, I did a lot of singing, I did a lot of DJing. And if you're DJing, you can DJ on anything. If you're singing, I could go out there and clap right now, and I could make a song with just clapping. So the pigeonhole thing will definitely not happen. I've only just released another feature track with my brother J5 from J.O.A.T as well. It's trap music. We do trap music, we do drum and bass, we do, if it's techno, we'll do it. We do music. There's no, we just love reggae, because reggae for me is the foundation of all things. I grew up in reggae. My father brought me up with reggae, so that comes natural to me. Everything else, we can do it easily as well, just as easy.
The word on this street is that you have a project with Peckings in the pipeline.
Yeah.
No doubt it was your singing on the Studio One rhythms which caught Chris Peckings' attention.
That's it. He said he was overseas, and somebody sent him the link, said listen to this, and then instantly he got in touch. Instantly he said, yo, this bad, where that you that come from? How come we've never heard of this guy? Oh, this, and that's what everybody's been saying. Like, where were you? Where have you been hiding? I literally haven't been hiding. We've just been studying. Before we released anything, studying. A lot of people just say, okay, boom, I'm an artist, give me a beat, and then just drop something without any planning, anything, or any idea of how the actual industry works. It's okay if you have talent, it's alright, that's cool, but it takes more than that to break into the industry now. So we sat down for like 3 years, just planning, doing everything else. I was doing R&B, I was doing Afrobeats, I was doing everything you could think of, until we finally found the one thing that was most natural, which was reggae. And boom, we ran with it. And that's it, that's how it came.
Please tell me a little bit more about this Peckings release.
Yeah.
Is it going to be an EP? Is it going to be vinyl only? When will it be released?
It's going to be EP, and we're looking to release it before the end of the year, because it's already, I think I got like one more song to finish to make it official. We've already been writing most of the other stuff. I get up and I have to write a new song nearly every day. The inspiration comes and I write. So before the end of the year, this EP should be finished. It should be available on vinyl, should be available digital download, everywhere. It's just going to be there. It's going to be available to everybody to have access to it.
I noticed you posted a photo on Instagram a little while back of your first release on 7-inch vinyl.
Yeah.
Victory on the #1 station rhythm.
Yeah.
It was clearly a significant moment for you.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain why this was the case? Did it feel like a victory?
It felt like a victory to me. I used to watch my dad play vinyl all the time, and I can't ever remember ever thinking, hey, you know, one day somebody's gonna play my vinyl. That thought never crossed my mind, but it's a beautiful thing for me. It shows growth. 2 years ago, I wasn't here sitting down thinking, yo, Gibbo is gonna come and link me for an interview 2 years ago, no way. 2 years ago, I wasn't thinking, yo, I'm gonna be on tour. I wasn't thinking that. I was just going saying something good is gonna happen, and the amount of good that's happened in this year alone is amazing to me, and that is one of the biggest things. Vinyl, I got a big copy framed in my house for my dad to see. Like, yo, see the Randy Valentine victory, maximum sound, da 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 da, Frenchy, right in the living room. It's there. That's it. That's a part of my history. That's going in the books. If there's a book to come in the future, that's going in the book. It's there. That's it. Victory for me.
You're clearly someone who loves and respects the real roots and foundations of reggae music and culture.
Definitely, 100%, 100%. It's feeling. There's a feeling that you get with roots reggae that you don't get with this mainstream reggae now. Mainstream reggae is okay. There's nothing wrong with it. It's cool. But it still doesn't have that thing that you used to get when you used to listen to even a dub track without vocals. Just a dub track alone, when it's just drum and bass and it's got groove and that live feeling where I can listen to a beat now of one of those songs from the mixtape, just the beat alone, and you could hear the guys in the background and it sounds like they were just, it's like I'm in the room with them. So it's more than just instruments. There's a whole feeling and a soul being put into the beats. That's very rare in this time. Now it's just programmed. It's just there, like boom boom boom, drum, da 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 da, bass, boom, da 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 da, ching 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 ching, song finish. But before it used to be so like a group of family, like one family in there. It's just a bag of love in the beats. You can feel that. That's why I respect roots reggae.
I heard you talking to Alan Brando a few months back on Top FM, and you mentioned, as you just said earlier in this interview, that before you were making reggae music, you were making other genres, including Afro beats. And it was only when Mr Midas called you a sellout that you began to make reggae.
That's it. Mr Midas said, yo, my youth, where you come from? Because even, listen to how I'm talking now. I'm talking to you like I was born and raised in England. I don't know if that's what it sounds like, but I've only been here since 2004, and the day when I came in this country, the accent disappeared. The day when I landed, first thing when I landed in this country, I had an American accent. I was like, yo, what up, cuz? Like, what you saying, man? What's up, man? Everything alright? Y'all cool? Yeah, man. I was just the freshest Yankee in the country, thinking, oh yeah, this is what it's like. So I just wanted to be a part of something new. And then Midas, because I wanted to do, I love music so much, but I didn't think I would be doing reggae music. I love listening to reggae music, but I didn't think I'd be singing it, because I like to sing R&B, because R&B is pleasing to, you know, the females. I used to sit on the bus, and as soon as a girl comes on the bus, I'll just start humming like a music soul child song, and then she'll be like, oh, you sing? I used to see, oh, you sing? I'm like, sometimes, you know, and I'll do that. So I always used to love the R&B stuff. I love drum and bass because of the flow, jungle because of the speed and the different patterns of spitting, all that stuff, you know. So never reggae. Never once did I thought I'd do reggae until Midas said, Midas and Blemish, that's my UK manager, he said, yo, if you talk reggae. Anything you do is reggae. How can you not want to sing reggae? Cool. Midas said, yo, yeah, sell out, my youth. Yeah, but yeah, do Afrobeats, boy, chale, yeah, what I'm telling you. Afrobeats, what? Dancehall. And ever since there, boom. So big up Midas for that like big slap in the head. Can I drink some juice? I'm not promoting lychee.
Of course, certainly.
Now promote them thing. Hell, I promote. It's not a plug. I'm just thirsty.
There must have been something about his comment which really struck a chord with you deeply, because typically when someone would say to you, you're a sellout, you would just take the compliments and just leave it, forget about it. But something about that must have really made you change what you were doing.
Because it was just honest. It's the truth. It was the truth. I could always write a dancehall track. See, me, I'm not a bad guy, but I think if I wanted to put on that persona, I could write the sickest badman song, the maddest badman song about when I have da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I could always write a dancehall track. It would be so easy. It's the easiest thing for me to do, to write a reggae song on a dancehall track, for me. So if it comes so natural, why am I bullying myself into everything else? I would do everything else, just cool. But this is me. I was born and raised in Jamaica, born and raised in Clarendon, countryman. This is me, tell my story, you know. It made so much sense. It made sense. Simple. And he's my brethren, so he's allowed to say anything he wants to. So say anything, tell me the truth, even if it's supposed to hurt, as long as it's the truth. It's cool. You're allowed to. And that's it.
Tell me a little more about the experience of moving to the UK from Jamaica. Was it only your musical tastes which changed, or did you find yourself changing in many other ways, perhaps consciously or subconsciously, in other aspects of life?
A lot of things didn't change. It just became more apparent to me. Like, it was more obvious. I could see that, yo, we really and truly didn't have much. You know, in Jamaica, you know you don't have much, but because you don't know anything different, the much that you don't have don't really matter. It's cool. You wake up and you can eat. But because I was young, I wasn't worried about eating, because my parents would always make sure that there was something. Even though we didn't have it, they had made a way. And if you were really hungry, eat an orange, pick a banana, anything you can always eat when you're in Jamaica. That's what's guaranteed for me. We used to go shoot birds in the bushes. Used to go catch fish or something. So me and my brethren would just build a fire on the side of the road, boom, make some dumpling and bird. That's it. So that's guaranteed. But coming here, yo, it was a different kind of life, man. And it showed me that the people here, most people here, not everybody, they have, but they don't know what it's like to be without. And with me, when you don't have, you learn to appreciate, like, having. So everything here to me now is, it's kind of like paradise to me still. Everything. I learn to appreciate everything. Everything is important. Everything. So I put it to use. A lot of people are just here, just lounging, like they think tomorrow is guaranteed. I'm making use of everything, because I know if I was in Jamaica, I wouldn't be doing this. I'll still be farming or something. So I'm here. I have my studio. Boom. I can just get up and do my music. So I'm using it, because it's not guaranteed, and it was never guaranteed, but it's here. So that's what moving here taught me, how to appreciate things. Definitely.
So you think if you'd been born and raised in the UK, you wouldn't be as thankful and appreciative of what you have now?
I probably would have been, because I think spiritually I probably would have been the same person. Because I am still the same person I was when I was in Jamaica, spiritually, I think. So I probably would have, but most people, because they don't know what it's like to be without, they don't understand, like, how great what they have here now with them, how important it is. So they don't really feel the need to utilize it. A lot of people would kill for a studio like this in Jamaica, just like this, and it's just me, my logic system, my Mac and my mic, and that's it. Well, a lot of people would kill for this in Jamaica, but people here have this and just dump it in the corner and just like, it's not important. But I utilize this, man, put it to use.
Your 2013 summer tour is currently underway. Last weekend you did 3 shows in 3 different countries, the Czech Republic, Germany and Finland, in 3 days. Why are you so popular on the continent? Is it that your music particularly appeals to the European tastes? Is it your affiliation with Empire and Straight Sounds?
It's all of that together. It's everything. Everything, all of that together is the affiliation with Empire that brought me to even Jugglers, Supersonic, the connection. They love it in Europe, and it's the taste of the music. It's the fact that people have been waiting for some reggae music for a long time. I personally think so. And reggae music is big in Europe. It's always been big in Europe. They've always loved it. So whenever something pure and, you know, pleasing to the ear comes, they'll welcome it. And I think they really welcome it. I didn't expect this from the mixtape at all, but they really embraced it. I'm like, yo, this new guy, yeah, singing sensation, da 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 da. I'm being mentioned in the same conversations as Bitty McLean, and to me, Bitty McLean is a big guy, but for my name to be mentioned in the same conversation is a big deal, and I love that. It's beautiful. So Czech Republic, was that Friday, Czech Republic, that was mad. Sick festival, boom. Then Berlin, Yam. I've always heard about Yam. I've heard so much about Yam, and I've always wanted to go, even to just visit and to just go see what it's like. But I went there, performed there. Sick, beautiful people, love it. Me and Supersonic. That was good stuff.
And then Finland on Sunday?
Finland, next big thing. Oh man, I love that, I'm not gonna lie to you. I love all of this stuff, man. 3 days, 3 different countries. Finland, shout out to Finland as well, man. Finland was amazing. Yeah, I nearly forgot about it. I'm still tired, you know, as you know, it was just last week. I'm still sleeping, I'm still buzzing. Came back to London and I had to go back to Austria again to go do rehearsals, so I'm always moving, but it's beautiful and I'm thankful. Yeah.
I don't say this to any way downplay your popularity here in the UK, but is it strange being in higher demand in Europe than in the UK, the country where you've been living for a number of years?
It is strange, but it's okay, because I kind of understand it. The market is quite different for reggae music here. It's very different. I have to go out to Europe to find out that there's so many more reggae artists here in the UK. I've met so many artists from the UK in Europe. When I'm here in the UK, I never hear of them for some reason. I don't understand that side of the market. I don't understand why it's like that. Maybe it's because, for one, there's not many leaders here in the UK who will take your song and be like, yo, I'm running with this. The DJs here in the UK, they're quicker to take something from out of the country and run with it. Now, I could have been here doing reggae music for a long time, and there's a lot of people here doing reggae music that you don't know, you don't hear about, but they have to go out of the country. And then once they start traveling and doing this, the DJs here start saying, yo, the artist there, boom, 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 boom. And then they pick up on it after somebody else has picked up. Not many of the people here say, yo, this artist bad, I'm going to take him and I'm going to make sure that people hear him and hear his music. They don't do that. They don't do that. Maybe they do, but they don't do it enough here. I don't think so. Yeah. That's the thing.
Do you feel that you need to increase your profile and the number of shows you do here in the UK, or with the strength and size of the European market, are you quite happy to just continue clocking up the air miles and flying out to a different country each weekend to perform?
I must be, of course. I'm more than happy to fly. I'll fly anywhere right now. I'm more than happy to fly to Europe, anywhere. But also, this is home. This is home. As much as I'm always out there, this is where I record, this is where I stay. I'm here, and reggae music is here. There's sound systems here. Reggae music is alive in the UK. I want to be a part of that scene too. So we're definitely going to work on that. It's cool, it's only a matter of time. We're just going to finish with Europe, kind of what I'm saying, conquer Europe first, then we'll come back, and then we set up a different kind of strategy for the UK. Go to Jamaica, set up a different kind of strategy for Jamaica. Go to Japan, set up a different strategy. Go to the States, different strategy. And then before you know it, it's world domination. That's it. That's the plan.
So how do you think you'll go about increasing your following here in the UK? What steps do you think you need to take?
Bring the music to them and show them that, yeah, it's working, and that I didn't just start yesterday, that the music is already out there. It's only for you to now not think that you're breaking something, but you're actually catching up, because the rest of the world is already onto the music. So do you want to be a part of the thing, or you want to be the one standing outside hearing about the thing? What do you want to do? So we're here working, man. Let's work. It's cool. Embrace the music. But it's cool. It's only time. It's only a matter of time anyway. I think so. It's only a matter of time. Yeah, because people are listening and people are catching on. I still get emails from the main people that I'm supposed to hear. I'm getting support. Support and love is here in the UK. I'm not saying that there's no support and love here. There's definitely support and love here, but there's just not no major festivals. Like, you don't get the reggae jams here in the UK. I don't see them. You don't get the Keep It Real jams here in the UK. I don't know why there's no big reggae festivals here in the UK, or enough. Yeah, but time.
Today, many dancehall and reggae artists don't release albums. Instead, they just opt to release singles, which are usually available for digital downloads. Is an album something that you feel you need or want to release in the future?
Definitely, definitely. When you release an album, it shows the strength of your fan base, to me personally. And as a collector, people still collect music. It's okay dropping singles on YouTube or singles on iTunes, or just dropping singles and dropping videos and but people need to have a nice little collection, a collage of your music. It's like, yeah, this is his first album, this was his first EP. You need to be mentioned in those conversations. It's necessary for artists. It shows growth, you know. Dropping singles, drop 2 singles off your album, then drop an album and release it. And that's for your fans to have, that listen to your music, to go and support. Well, that's you supporting them, that's you giving them that, say, yo, this is me, this is what I have. Go press play on that. It's necessary to have an album still.
Thanks a lot, Randy.
Yeah,
before we finish, let everyone know how they can keep up to date with everything you're up to. I know you're active on multiple social media platforms.
Yeah, man, everything. I'm on everything. I5, boom. Facebook, boom. Randy Valentine on Facebook. Go to Instagram, Randy Valentine on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter, R-V_J.O.A.T. J.O.A.T is Jack of all trades. If you don't know, Jack of all trades is where we're sitting now. This is the Jack of all trades studio, headquarters. This is where the Bring Back the Love mixtape was recorded. Everything is here. This is the Randy Valentine room. What else do you want to call it? This is the crypt. This is the church. This is heaven. This is paradise. This is J.O.A.T, Jack of all trades. So Twitter, R-V_J.O.A.T. Instagram, I told you Instagram already, Randy Valentine. Boom. Facebook, Randy Valentine. If you don't have all that information, go to my website, randyvalentine.com. That's it. www.randyvalentine.com. Everything is there. Previous shows. Follow the R-V diaries. Follow the R-V-Lution. Be a rebel. Boom.
I have to say, I think another force behind the R-V-Lution is the fact that you embrace social media and you're so active on there, along with the fact you've got a well-designed website which is regularly updated. So I think there's many artists could learn from yourself.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. And I would love to know that somebody's sitting down and taking advice and looking at my thing and be like, yo, I want it to be like that, because I was once sitting down, even now I'm still sitting down looking and saying, yo, I want my thing to be like that. So to know that through my inspiration, I'm inspiring somebody else, it's a beautiful thing, and I love that. And that's what I need, that's what I want to know. I want to know that the way I'm looking up to Sam Cooke, Lucky Dube, Tracy Chapman, I mention these 3 people in interviews all the time because these are my favorite people of listening when I listen to music. Sam Cooke, Tracy Chapman, Lucky Dube. To know that I'm looking up to these people for inspiration, and to know that somebody's looking up to me just the way I'm looking up to them, that's me, that's success right there for me. That's me. I think it's official, I've made it. Call my mom, tell her.
Randy, it has been a pleasure. I look forward to catching up with you again soon and hearing lots of new material from you in the future.
Yeah, man, blessings, man. It's love. It's love.
Gibbo.